Hello, Aquarius. This is your May 2022 chakra check-in. So I will start with what I saw first, which was this big, beautiful crown chakra. So your crown chakra looks really good. It looks like you have a nice connection to whatever your higher power, the universe, your inflow. You are one with whatever you believe in, God, universe, angels, guides. You have this open connection. There is this little bit of like, it is a little larger than I would see, and it's not that it's inflamed. It's almost like, you know, they're trying to get your attention, whatever there is to you. So they're trying to get your attention. You really can take some solace in here, and you can really focus in on this space, and I feel like that's going to be pretty important to you. I would do some 972 hertz. Acoustic is always better. Singing bowls, gongs, whatever. They also have a fuller range of harmonics. I kind of like for you a targeted frequency, so a tuning fork or a pure frequency, which is usually in the Tibetan bowls, but you can also find these online. And a good set of headphones always helps, but I find even online, even digital sound is really helpful. And I see it change the energy, and I've never seen it not change energy in one of my clients. So I would say you can go ahead and use that if that's what you have access to, even if you don't have headphones. Headphones are good because it actually, causes some vibration there in your inner ear. But it's almost like, why don't you settle in? Why don't you let go of some things and, let the universe, God, kind of take care of some stuff for you? Because the sense that I got was you. First of all, one of the things that came through was comparison, okay? Comparison is the thief of joy came through. And it's like you are trying to be everywhere, do everything, and it's not in your usual way, which is you just want to get stuff done. It's in this way of like, you're trying to control your flow because you want to be there first. You want to not even do it best. Like what I'm getting is be there first. And so there's just some easing up that needs to happen. Your third eye looks fine. I wouldn't do anything with it right now. I don't think it needs to be activated. And in fact, I feel like if it was activated and you were using it more, you're going to end up using it in this way that's like, how can I, use this to my advantage to be first and be, sort of show this or that or this other person. So your throat chakra definitely has some stuck energy in there. Again, I don't think you have a problem knowing who you are or communicating it, but it really feels in this case that there's a lot of outgoing communication from you, and there could be more listening. I get the sense that you're trying to tell people how to be. You should do this. You should do that. This is how you should handle stuff. And I don't think it's coming from a bad place, but it's getting some stuck energy in here, and it's getting this a little bit out of balance because this chakra is responsible not just for, our sense of self and our sense of expression, full expression of ourself. It's also responsible for communication, and that includes listening and, being on the receiving end of communication. So, there's going to be some throat chakra affirmations that'll be posted. I would use those because everybody's having throat chakra issues. You could do, if you have an aquamarine stone, you could use that. Rose quartz is coming through. Your heart chakra can't wait to talk about itself. Pushing through communication through. Okay, so use an aquamarine or, this is pretty easy with your aquamarine came through, but any aqua blue stone, you can use turquoise. In fact, I think turquoise would be really nice for you too. So one of those, and then you can use the affirmations that'll be posted. Your heart chakra, yeah, I would use the rose quartz for, or you can use a rose tea. Actually, I'd use a rosemary tea for you because I'd like you to have a little bit rosemary tea, or put rosemary on your food or whatever. The rose quartz is going to help with this kind of self connection, and that way we'll ease that off of the throat chakra, and we'll work on that through the heart space. Your heart chakra looks okay. Without, you can see like everything's just a little bit smaller. It's almost like you're trying to teach people a lesson. Like, well, if they don't appreciate me, I'm only going to give them so much of me. But what you're ending up doing is like limiting yourself. You're limiting yourself, not just in what you're giving to them, you're limiting yourself on a whole. And so I'd like to see you open this back up. And you can still give attention proportionately, right? But you don't need to limit your emotions. You don't need to limit your connections. So I would, actually, I'm just going to write that down. Attention proportionately. Your solar plexus chakra, which is where your ego sits, and it's also your power center, your doing center, how you get stuff done. It looks fine. It's got a little bit more feminine energy in there right now, and I think that's what it's doing to give you what you need, because you need a little bit of nurturing. You're going so hard on like getting there first or proving a point that you need a little nurturing. So that's where the rose quartz, the rosemary, and some of these affirmations come in. Your sacral chakra and your root chakra, I actually couldn't see. Where your sacral chakra is, so your sacral chakra is where your emotions live. It's responsible for just your ability to take pleasure in life and to, feel passionate about life, about anything you choose. And it's also associated with your, sexual drive, sexual pleasure. So I saw that the outer coating is kind of there. It was tattered, but I didn't see the chakra in there at all. And I didn't see your root chakra in there at all either. And I think that's because you're so worried about this stuff. It's like you've lost your sense of grounding. And you are like this water sign. And what I saw was you like trying to control the flow of the water, right? And so what's happening here is you're trying to say like, this is my space, this is my home, this is where I'm building my foundation. But you're controlling it to the level that now you don't really have your true home, your true sense of grounding, security, safety. So it would be good to be in nature. Just hanging out in nature as long as you can. I would do some cacao to start building this up again with a little bit more of a masculine, safe. It does have a masculine nurturing energy. It's like this sense of like someone taking care of you in this very safe and grounded way, which to me has more of a balance, some feminine in it, not just masculine. So I would do that. Let me think if there's anything else. Yeah, I would, if you can, do like a Schumann resonance. That's 8 hertz. So you have to find a good recording, and using headphones is better because it's such a low frequency. They have to do a lot of things to make it, like audible to the human ear. So headphones will help because it's already kind of a manipulated sound. Or if you have low frequency tuning forks are great. They're relatively inexpensive, and you can use them targeted at home. You can actually put it right on your root chakra, and it has this targeted frequency. So if you can get one, great. If not, find the Schumann resonance. You really need this sort of deep sense of grounding. We don't need to work on this sacral chakra right now. It feels like let's just do more with the root. And I would say just sort of being cognizant, like you're very you have the ability to be grounded naturally. You've worked on this for so long, I can feel that it's very rare for this to get out of balance or for it to just be kind of what I call offline. So I think you're going to get this kind of like muscle memory type thing. But I would be in nature if you can, be hugging some trees, be on dirt earth, red clay, red dirt earth. You can even look at pictures that help. So looking at like really deep red clay earth will help. Okay, thanks, Aquarius.